everyone. Today we got a 2024 Ford Ranger, all redesigned for 2024. Has LED projector lamps, halogen fog lights. Got these beautiful Goodyear tires, very aggressive tire on a 17-inch rim. Got running boards over here. A feature that I miss on a lot of trucks is these fixed bed step-ins, which gives you easy access to look inside of your Ranger bed. Opening up the tailgate, you got a dampened tailgate. Massive 5-foot bed. We have a 12-volt outlet on the side over here and a 120 volt on the other one. Nice and easy to lift. An easy fuel system on your Ranger, so you just gotta plop the nozzle in there. You don't have to worry about caps. All right, let's head inside. Guys, hopping into the 2024 Ranger. You can see here it's all redesigned. Got a whole bunch of different patterns and materials now used on the dash and other parts of the door here, steering wheel, and center console. But I think it's a massive improvement from the last model that was starting to get a little dated, so now we get a much more modern and updated interior. All right, let's head over to the door controls. Heading over to your door, you got this nice padded leather armrest, along with all your window controls, automatic up and down, of course. We also got power mirrors, power locks and unlocks. Control your little AC vent here by just moving this slider up or down or side to side. Very easy to use. And down here, we've got your headlamp controls. Zooming in here, you'll be able to see this is your bed light. So at night, if you want something like a light or anything on like that, so you can see what you're doing, you can just press that button over there and it'll help you see what you're doing. Like I said, you just move this dial over here and that will turn on your headlamps, along with an illumination control over here for your digital gauge cluster. All right, let's move over to the steering wheel. To your steering wheel. As you can see here, besides from being very nice to touch with this leather wrap stitching, you also get a lot of features on it. You get cruise control, lane keep assist, volume buttons over here, some voice commands, cancel. You got your gauge cluster navigation button over here. That will operate this beautiful new digital gauge cluster, which will give you things like vehicle maintenance, give you access to your oil life or tire pressure, settings so you can customize your gauge cluster, navigation, your phone, music, towing, off-road, and economy. Towing and off-road are quite interesting because they'll actually give you a actual digital readout of your tire pitch. So moving your wheels, you'll actually see the degree on the screen has changed, and moving it back towards center, it'll start going down again. Pretty interesting and helpful. On your digital gauge cluster, you also get your engine temperature gauge over here, the temperature outside, your auto stop start status, fuel range, and your fuel gauge. Moving over to your main center display, we have this massive 12-inch Sync 4 system. As you can see here, it gives you access to anything you could possibly need, like your radio, phone, navigation, media. It's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. You got full access to your owner's manual now in your sync system. So you can pull that up if you'd like. You also got access to your towing status. Or it allows you to make a profile for your trailers now. So if you want to make a profile for a specific trailer and weight, you can add that to your truck and it will remember it. Up here is access to your camera. Just a rear camera. You can turn off your parking sensor over here. If you'd like a more direct hitch camera, it's over here. Moving over to your climate controls, it's kind of semi-attached to your screen here. You'll get some controls in your main screen and some controls over here as physical buttons. So all the important ones like your temperature knob or your fan speed, this is all easily accessible over here with buttons. Or if you want to say activate your heated seats, it's just right over here in your screen. You can also control temperature in your screen as well, just giving you more options. Same thing with your fan speed. AC directional is located in the screen, and then we'll give you your front defroster, your forward facing AC, or your leg AC. You have dual zone climate control in this, so you can actually choose a different temperature for the passenger if they want it hot and the driver wants it cold. No fighting over it. It's just easy peasy. You put on dual and it'll give your passenger access to different temperature controls. Under your main sync system, you're gonna have this little area here for some loose items like your wallet or phone. This is a wireless charging pad, so while you place it down here, it will charge for you. You also have access to a USB Type-C and USB charging out port. Moving over here, we just got a traditional gear shift. Nice and easy. You got two massive cup holders. Got an electric parking brake. Your auto stop start system. If you just want that off and you don't want the vehicle to turn off while it's stationary, you can just press that button. You also got access to traction control. And going back over to your gauge screen, by pressing this button over here, that'll give you access to your drive modes. So if you want it in just normal, which is a mix of everything, you can put it in normal. If you want it in economy, that'll give you the best fuel economy. Sport will give you the best possible gear shifting. Slippery will give you the best performance in the winter. And we're gonna leave it in normal because I find it's the best of both worlds. Over here we have the dial for your drive line. So if you want for high, for low, it's all here. It's all easy to use. Got this main storage center over here, your main gate center console. There's a 12-volt outlet over here, along with a little, say if your key fob died, you can place it over here and that would start the vehicle. Right on the passenger side, we have another area here for some loose items. And your glove box. Up here, you may notice this, but we don't have a sunroof. It's not for your sunroof. It's actually for your rear window. It does actually electrically slide open. And of course, your traditional sunglass holder. Now, most people when they're shopping between mid-sized and full-size are usually wondering about space. For the Ranger, I find I have plenty of room back here. I'm 5'10" and I fit here just perfectly fine. It's nice and snug. Arm space is good. You got easy access to your cup holders. Got plenty of charging ports back here for the kids on long road trips. Before starting going through all the trims, I highly recommend going to the Ford website and looking at the Compare Models tool. I will include a link to the website in the description below. The XL trim of the Ranger starts at around $44,000. Standard equipment on it is four-wheel drive, bed tie-down hooks, 10-inch display, pre-collision, and cruise.
XLT trim starts at $48,415, and standard equipment is auto I-beams, power folding mirrors, rear electric window, 110-volt power outlet in the bed, and blind spot monitoring. Lariat starts at $56,615. Standard equipment is leather heated and power front seats, dual zone climate control, a 12-inch display, adaptive cruise and stop and go, and rain sensing wipers. Raptor, starting at $80,000 to $40,000, comes standard with a 3-liter Ford Performance twin-turbo V6, Fox Racing shock absorbers and suspension, a Raptor body kit and decal, and a front and rear locking differential.